Welcome Sagittarius Capricorn to your end of the month reading for December. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. These readings will be going into December 4th, the 3rd or the 4th, somewhere around there. Definitely the first week, almost the first week of January, let's put it that way. Kind of running right into each other. Best message for the end of the month, beginning of the new year. We have the Queen of Roses in reverse. Talking about some miscommunications going on with someone, feeling like communication could be better. It could be with a friend, a family member, anyone. It could be a colleague at work, the boss. But it does feel like there is some communication that is being either withheld, like somebody needs to say something and they're not saying it. Okay. In the present, we have the reflection is in reverse. Uriel and the Sphinx is in reverse for the past. And in the near future, you have the treasure. So there is a treasure that you're kind of kicking around that you're not really seeing at this time. I mean, it's definitely right underneath your nose. It's almost like I just can't open it. I can't kick it open. But it is definitely right behind you, if you can see in the card. So in the near future, there's definitely a treasure right behind you. You just see it, right? Getting to the overall card for the reading is clarifying. Planning and action. So there is some kind of communication when it comes to planning and action with this person. Could be a friend, a colleague, a work colleague, school colleague, however. It could be anybody, family member, friends. With the Uriel and the Sphinx in the reverse, though, it's really talking about not really seeing the treasure once again. So you didn't see the treasure there. It's like I was digging for this treasure, but it never appeared. So, you know, because you have the discovery of what you need, but as you can see, the Sphinx is still buried. It's not been dug out yet. So there's some deep inner work that needs to be discovered and taking the light to. And it just feels like because there was this situation that's going on at work within this colleague over here, this person who has this misunderstanding, it's almost like I was digging for this certain treasure. I was digging for this certain whatever it is you're digging for, whatever the situation is, my friends. But the difference is that you're making this great effort to undig this, and it doesn't feel like they're coming to help dig it out. So it does feel like you're kind of alone in the situation. So it's kind of like, are you going to help me dig or not? And they weren't there to help you out. So if it was a work colleague who was supposed to be helping you patiently plan this action, maybe you're an architect, maybe you're trying to build a building and the paperwork didn't go through, you didn't get the permits to do so, you're just sitting over here at the department going, why is the permit not here yet? You said you were taking care of that. How am I going to build this building if I don't have a permit? Something of this nature, right? So take it how it resonates, but no matter what, you didn't have the help in the recent past that was needed to get this going. Absolutely. You put in all the good judgment calls. I mean, you even had a call from someone else and, you know, and they said, it's time. You could have been a Libra who called and said, it's time now for you to do this, but somebody else dropped the ball. So it wasn't perceived the way that it was supposed to be perceived because the other person didn't look at it the way this other person was. Hey, I'm calling to tell you that the good news is this is ready to go through now. The other person, who could be this Capricorn or this Virgo, says, no, I didn't see the paperwork. I didn't see what was going on. You have 3 different people. It's you and 2 other people going on in the recent past over here where you got the call from someone. They said it was wonderful. This other person didn't. They said they didn't see it. They didn't see the text come in. They didn't see the paperwork come in. They didn't get the email. Let's just put it this way. I didn't get the memo. What do you mean? That's why they're saying they didn't come to help you, is because they didn't get the message. What? No. So it just felt like you had wasted your time. It was like a big waste of time. waiting for someone to call you in to say, hey, this is ready, but you didn't get the Ace of Cups because, yeah, why? Because they didn't have their computer on, or because what? Their phone is on mute? Okay, well, they said they didn't get the message. They didn't get the memo. So it just felt like you were wasting time. And time is money. Time is now. So it just felt like it was draining you. And yeah, it started putting you into swords because you're saying this contract, this thing didn't go through as you're over here patiently planning. So you're still patiently planning, but it just feels like they kind of separated themselves from the idea because they dropped the ball. Why didn't they get the message? They put it off. Excuse me. So you have the reflection over here, and it's almost like no one sees what's hidden. No one's seeing what's going on. It's almost like you're saying there's miscommunication. I don't understand why you're not reflecting what I'm seeing. Why are you? And then now it's starting to feel like something might be hidden. Like there's some kind of maybe a hidden agenda. They're doing what they want to do. Maybe with the moon. Look, the moon's upside down. So they're saying it's not traveling the way it's supposed to be traveling. So there's definitely a delay. Why are they delaying it? Are they hiding something from me? But you're still patiently planning on the situation because that's how you're going to progress. So you're kind of progressing and moving on your own without this other person because there's nothing you can do but continue. Yeah. Until they can make the delay stop being delayed, let's put it that way, you're just going to keep moving in a direction that you can move to continue with the action. You're just going to have to wait for them to come in. But they are definitely weakening the situation because they're not allowing you to move exactly the way that you want to move in the present right now. So it feels like in the end of the month right now, you're saying, I'm still progressing where I'm going, but I really need you here. Why are you delaying my process? Oh, you're very determined to do so, but it does make you crutch because you need the other crutch. So I'm missing a crutch. I have a broken leg, but I only got one crutch, right? I'm going to need two. Yeah, they're making it to where it's almost like you only have one leg to stand on this time until they come through with whatever is going on. You have the Ace of Coins, so the promise will come through, and it's probably because this other person's going to have to pick up the ball for you. Yeah, so you're going to be in reflection mode, and it looks like you're going to try to work around this other person. That's what you're going to do. Absolutely, you're going to take a risk and take a dare to go with this other person because you're saying, yeah, you're kind of keeping me out in the cold, so I'm going to have to go around you. So whatever the situation is, you're going to be doing something different and taking this risk, and it's kind of a tricky risk. Because it's not the way you wanted to go, but you're making the decision. And the decision is now. Because otherwise it's just going to cause your business, your job, your family, however it is, drama. And it's literally showing them dropping the ball. Because it's almost like, and then I get in touch with you, and then you say the opportunity's coming, but then you steal my swords and you don't come. So once again, we're still having what? Miscommunication. How long are you going to do this? So it doesn't feel like they were trying their hardest. So you're going to still be sitting over here kicking this treasure box over here until this other person actually comes to the realization that you cannot 100% move with this planning and action until they actually get it together. It does look like you are trying to take your business or take something elsewhere or work around them, something of this nature. The truth comes in and you're going to get it justified. Some of you might even have to take the situation to court. You might even have to, because they've done something that's hurt the situation so much, you might even have to get legal on the situation because it's getting to the point where it's almost manipulation, to the point where you're trying to keep me kind of under your thumb with the situation, but you're not taking care of the job. So a lot of you are actually going to have some kind of legal thing to have to do in the beginning of the year over here. It could be mid-month January, to where you're going to actually have to get the ferrety going, taking them to court, going to a higher advisor, something of this nature, so that you can get this justice that you're looking for. Whatever the situation is, I'm just throwing out, you have your own situation. You can throw away my examples, but I do see some kind of thing where it says I'm going to have to get higher up The higher up. How do I see this? This is how I see it. The higher up. Getting to the truth through the higher up. Making new legal agreements. Making other things that are different. Absolutely. Some of you might even, if you're on a love situation and you know this is all love and you can't get together with this person and they keep dropping the ball, you might even be getting a divorce. I have the Queen of Swords upside down. They're saying now I'm going to go sign a contract to get a divorce because I can't handle it anymore. Queen of Swords upside down. That's a widow or divorce. And then you have the Justice, which is court card. So it could also be that I'm tired of your manipulation. With the Sagittarius, could be that I'm going to go get a divorce because I'm kicking around this treasure. We cannot get along. We've tried to patiently plan, try to put our life back together, and it's not working. So Happy New Year to you. You're getting court papers for divorce. That could be for some of you. I'm going to throw that in because I do see that. You take it how it resonates, whether it's a job, whether it's, however, everybody's story is different. You might even be thinking, I know it just switched, but you might even be thinking about taking the children away from them. You don't think that they're a good enough parent, and you're going to try to keep the kids away from them at this time. And this is because they keep dropping the ball, right? They were supposed to do something. They didn't do it. For others of you on the work zone, it's just, you know what? I have to walk around you. I have to get higher authority because you're wasting my time, and time is friggin' money. And this is going to bring in a great harvest for no matter what the situation is. Okay, but they are going to fight the situation. Oh my God, are they going to fight the situation? They don't want that situation. Yeah, because they want to hold the keys because they're trying to tell you that it's their way or the highway and you're going to wait. But you know what? If you have legal action against the person, that's just too bad. Too bad for them. Because they can try to worm their way through that, telling you they're going to do this and that. Absolutely. If this is a husband or anything like that that you're trying to get divorced from, they're going to try to worm their way through that. They actually see you as evil. They think you're evil by doing such a thing and taking the actions that you're taking against the children. That's for whoever is trying to get the children away from this person. This person might have some kind of addiction or something that's not good. But yeah, taking action to get their children back. Or bringing up the past to the courts, trying to do something. Ace of Swords over here. No matter what the situation is, though, you have the clarity and the understanding that everything's going to go fine for you. You're just going to have to wait, though. It's going to be an awaiting process. And yes, for those, I said drinking, here's the obsession, addicted to something, the addicted card. So they could be addicted to something. That's why you don't want them around the children. But you also have the Ace of Wands. So that's a lot of assertiveness and action. And within a business, that's you taking business and telling them from the past, hey, look, in the past you told me that you were going to get clear about the situation, but you kind of left me in the dirt over here. But it looks like everything is going to go in your favor in the end because you have the Four of Wands. So it looks like for now everything's going to go in your favor. Wow, and the big turnaround with the Queen of Cups. Some of you are going to have new love too come in. But definitely, well, yeah, because they're going to have to do some kind of payout. You have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, guys. They're going to have to do some kind of payout. They can't just do that, right? So whatever boss or whatever legal thing you're doing or whatever you're doing to go over their heads, it's going to pay out in the end. Because it says right here, well, I said you have the payout. Here's your payout. Go do it. Either fix it. Either their boss is going to tell them to go fix the stuff. Look, you left me hanging high and dry. So, okay. But yeah, definitely have a passionate turnaround and transformation from the situation. And it looks like no matter what you're dealing with, you guys are dealing with some kind of sneaky snake over here. So whatever this misunderstanding is, it's almost like I said, it was almost like they were doing it kind of on purpose. They kind of weakened you down. Maybe they were trying to take your money. However it is, I do see kind of a snake in the grass over here. Okay. And for cross watchers, of course, this could be the other way around, right? Okay. But otherwise, you're going to get super clear about the situation at hand. And this here, guys, is the other person that you go to see here who's clear about the situation. They're saying, oh, I see it. See, this is how the transformation comes. It could be a Scorpio that you're talking to. And they're saying, I am clear about the situation. I will be sure to have that fixed. Whether it's a lawyer, whether it's, whether it's a boss, whether it's a foreman, whether it's a contractor, whether it's the city, because the other person didn't give you your permit, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. This person comes in and says, I see exactly what's going on. We'll make sure that we get that fixed for you, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, right? And that's exactly the way it works. Okay, so it is definitely in your favor. Okay, my friends? And that was it for you. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.